The Ghoul could have defeated Maximus in Fallout during their fight in Philly by taking advantage of the weak point in power armor, but he didn't. Why not?
Why?
Welcome to Furthy's Feedback, folks. But before we get into it, why do you think the Ghoul didn't take out Maximus in Fallout Season 1? Let me know in the comments, where I'll be replying to people like Homer in post-apocalyptic Springfield. So, despite the fact he wildly outmatched Maximus during their fight in Fallout, the Ghoul didn't kill him in Philly, and there's a hidden reason for his restraint. The Ghoul was shown to be one of the best fighters in Fallout, and it helped him quickly become a fan favourite character of the show. The Ghoul's backstory as Cooper Howard also made him an extremely complex three-dimensional character who experienced quite a bit of growth over the course of Fallout Season 1. Part of his complexity was established very early in the show when he fought Maximus. In Fallout Season 1 Episode 2, several of the show's main characters, including the Ghoul, Maximus and Lucy, all converged on the town of Philly. They were all after Siggy Wilsig because, though they didn't know it yet, he was the key to Fallout's cold fusion technology. One of the main firefights in that larger conflict was between Maximus and the Ghoul, and there was an important detail in that fight as to why the Ghoul didn't kill Maximus. The Ghoul was extremely capable, and he could have killed Maximus if he wanted to, which raises questions about why he didn't. When they fought in Philly, the Ghoul had several opportunities to kill Maximus. Near the end of the fight, Maximus got his foot stuck in one of the town's boards, and the Ghoul could have easily taken his fusion core and removed him from his power armor. He could have also killed Maximus almost immediately, as the season finale of Fallout showed the Ghoul knew of a weak point in power armor that he could have exploited. With a single well-placed shot, the Ghoul could have killed Maximus and continued to hunt down Lucy and Siggy Wilsig, but he didn't.
This is worse than that time I had to fess up to the nation.
The Ghoul put himself in danger by not killing Maximus outright, and he also very nearly lost the bounty on Siggy Wilsig because their fight took so long. While he may have been toying with Maximus and trying to entertain himself, he could have also gone easy on him for another reason. The Ghoul may have been able to tell Maximus wasn't a fully trained Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel and taken pity on him because of his lack of experience. It's also possible that the Ghoul simply wasn't as interested in killing as he seemed to be at the beginning of Fallout. At the beginning of the series, the Ghoul was portrayed as a ruthless, cold-blooded killer who delighted in violence. However, he showed remarkable restraint in Philly. By not killing Maximus, Fallout hinted at a central part of the Ghoul's character and foreshadowed some of the growth he would experience later in the show. He may have seemed like a violent bounty hunter, but the Ghoul still had some of his more idealistic, good-natured parts of Cooper Howard buried deep within him. It was likely those parts of his personality that kept him from killing Maximus.
You're a good man.
There was also another major hint at the Ghoul's redemption in the same scene in Philly. After Maximus and Lucy had both left the town, the Ghoul found Dogmeat with a bullet wound in his side. Instead of immediately pursuing Lucy and Siggy, the Ghoul stopped and took some time to care for Dogmeat. That also hinted that the Ghoul was more like Cooper than he seemed, as Dogmeat likely reminded him of his dog from before the war. That, combined with how he treated Maximus, showed that the Ghoul never fully lost the person he once was. By the end of Fallout Season 1, the Ghoul had become much more kind and compassionate, like Cooper was before the war. His fight with Maximus foreshadowed the beginning of his redemption, and it also hints at how the Ghoul could be even further developed in Fallout Season 2. The Ghoul is now closer to the way he was as Cooper than he had been in over 200 years, and Season 2 will likely take his redemption even further. Whatever happens to the Ghoul in the future of Fallout, it's interesting how much of his journey was foreshadowed early on in the show.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.